Hello, everybody, and we are back, and we have a guest at the show. It's Ismail from Turkey. Welcome.
Thank you.
How was your game today?
So I think it started well. Like my opening preparation was ready, and like I think I got a +1, nearly +1 position from the opening. But then I made a mistake at some point. I don't know. Like I felt like I made a mistake. Like I felt the position is equalized, but maybe I did not. So we will see.
We will take a look at this.
Yeah. Thank you.
First, maybe how do you like Bled so far?
So like the Bled is like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been seen in my life. So I've ever been and seen in my life. So I am really amazed by the atmosphere and the tournament hall and everything. So I am really happy to be here.
That's very nice. Very happy to hear that one. Thank you. And before we come to your game, maybe we take a look together at what is happening on the first board, because it's quite crucial for the standing. And I don't know, you had a chance to look at this during the round. Did you see what is happening in the first board?
So actually, to be honest, I did not have any chance to like just sit up, only once or like twice. But when I looked at the first board, David has a chance to play a knight e4. Maybe like the queen was on g5, the black queen was on g5.
Yeah.
I think he could have been played knight e4 there. I don't know if he played or not, but...
No, he didn't play. I think this was the moment that you spoke. So we have it here on the board, and here you spoke like knight e4. I also thought he would go knight e4. Looks logical to attack the queen, protect the pawn at the same time. That looks like very logical. But yeah, now they have this position, and it's 14 moves to go, and both have a very low on time.
So this is 26th move.
26th move, yeah?
Oh. So what I saw yesterday was I was playing against David, and he's really good at managing time while he has low time. So he played better when he had 3 minutes on the clock from the like middle game. So and if I don't think I'm wrong, his opponent is a bit old. That's why maybe he can have some trouble managing the time while they have both 3 or 4 minutes. So, and I think the position is close to equal, but easier to play for black.
But that's a nice observation, yeah? So you had yesterday a game with David.
Yes.
It was some long fight.
Yes.
It was going here up and down. It was very close game. In the end, David was the more lucky one, and he took the point. But you observed that he is like good in time trouble. Yeah. So how is your time management in general? You're paying attention to it, or it's...
Like I am trying to pay attention, but I am really bad at playing at low time. So I'm always trying to not go on low time. So this game I ended with 20 minutes or something, but it was 1 hour and 20 minutes at like 10th move or something. So I am trying to play fast as possible, because when I get on low time and like when we are close to 40th move, I lost both of games because of the time control. That's why I'm always trying to be quick.
Yeah, and we have a bit of a different time control here with these 75 minutes for 40 moves. I don't know if you ever played with that time control, but I guess, yeah, at least not that often, and then it's not so easy to adapt, yeah?
Yeah, like I played 60 plus 30, but no 15-minute increment, also 90 plus 30, but again, no 15 minutes, so this control is a bit weird. I am starting like I have 90 minutes, but I actually don't have 90 minutes, so 75 minutes is really weird for me, because I am playing it for the first time. In Turkey, we only have 60 plus 30 for general federated tournaments, or 90 plus 30 for all opens and Turkish championship or everything else.
That's interesting. So bishop c8 was played. A bit of a surprising move.
Maybe he was scared by knight f4, but I don't know. Like,
yeah, but it looks like he is losing a bit control. What I didn't like that much is, for example, in this position, like after knight f5, I would still rather give the light squared bishop, because I have the feeling that the dark squared bishop can do some damage against the king.
Yes, like.
And here he played queen f6, allowing the exchange of the dark squared bishop. And at least now the white king feels a lot safer. Maybe you could argue that positionally there's some sense in keeping the light squared bishop. But yeah, I mean, this is dynamic position you should play against the king.
Yes, and I think like the what did he move?
He played bishop e6, and now after knight e2 he went bishop c8. So that's not a good sign if you just move your bishop to e6 and next move back to c8.
And here is d4, c takes d4, and knight takes d4. Now white has white is practically better, I think, on the board with 3 3 minutes on the clock. So I'm wondering what is going to black move. So what does the engine say?
The engine says like white is slightly better here.
No, like
with queen e7.
Queen e7, yes.
Queen e7, yeah.
He would probably go for queen e7 or maybe c7, but I think it seems weird again.
Yeah, I guess queen e7 looks logical, but I'm a bit surprised because you could make a case for black being better here because white has this weak pawn on e4. Like black has nice control over these dark squares, but I guess there are a lot of dynamical threats, like knight f5 might come, or rook c1 making pressure here.
Yeah. So I think like the queen when we
definitely it's a tough spot now, and I thought that Leon would win because at some point here I thought this position will be extremely difficult.
Yeah, like he should have been taken on f5, like, and he also lost the tempo.
But I was also not sure that he would find the move knight f5 because I thought it's not such an obvious move. I thought rook g5 is quite a huge threat, so I thought maybe this could be like really difficult to defend for white. But he did it. He did it in great fashion, and now he's in the driver's seat. And as you said, yeah, like he seems to be very good in time trouble, and Leon is getting more nervous.
And also, I want to add another point. So when I was preparing for him, for David, I saw that they played like weeks ago, not so much, and David won the game again on c4.
David won again in c4 against Leon Massi, yeah?
Yes. Like
but did you notice that after c4 today, Leon Massi spent 7 or 8 minutes, yeah?
I did not see, but when I came to his board, he was thinking, like it was 2 minutes or something. Did he thought for 8 minutes, really?
He thought for 8 minutes, but that's funny that you mentioned that they just had a game with c4 the other day.
Yes.
Or not that long ago, and basically he surprised him by doing exactly the same like last time, it seems. Yeah, he didn't expect that one.
Yes, probably.
So time is getting low. What is happening?
30 seconds. He's moving his eyebrows.
Yeah, that's somehow his signature move. We saw that already a couple of times, that he's calculating the eyebrows are moving.
Yeah.
But also David, he looks very, very confident.
David, yes. Queen c5, so this was, I think, second engine move, is it?
Yeah, queen was basically, engine was suggesting all sorts of queen moves along this diagonal. Okay. Like all were coming in consideration. But I guess this one is allowing rook c1 or inviting rook c1. I would assume rook c1 is very logical.
Maybe he thought rook c1 and queen b4, allowing rook d8 with the tempo or something.
But okay, you have that, you should always cover f7.
Oh, yes.
Should always be on the lookout for this f7. So if the rook goes to c1, I mean, I would expect rook c1, so queen goes to b4, and now somehow at the moment the knight is still protecting, and maybe bringing rook to the 7th rank is also an option.
Yes. So like from like the move queen f6, Leon is, a bit worse than he had the position before, so he should have been playing more, practically rather than going for strategical and positional play.
Yeah. Just briefly, we also take a quick look what is happening on third board. There's also some huge time trouble coming.
I also lost the white pieces. These are my 2 losses, so white pieces. Yeah. David and...
So you're cheering for them, for your Pujols, or you're rooting against them?
Yes, probably they will play in the first board tomorrow if the games end like this, and I will laugh at it. So I think the opening on this game was weird. So I was expecting an e4 earlier, but he did not push.
Yeah, that opening we took a look, but black spent a lot of time and went into time trouble, and at some point had to pay the price for this time trouble. And yeah, here he slowly everything is collapsing, taking all the pawns. Yeah, this looks very bad. Now he's a piece down. Yesterday he made some jokes like he had this piece up, and he quoted some player who said that he prefers to play rook end games with an extra piece. So maybe he will today. It could happen the other way around, that he will have this rook end game with piece down. Yeah?
They say never talk big. So
no, I mean he was quoting. It was not like he didn't say that. He said somebody said this, and
he has 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So I don't think this will like continue so much.
Okay, at
Which
the
move
moment
they are
there's
in?
a threat rook g6. There at move 34.
Move 34, maybe queen d7, rook a7, and then, oh no, not rook a7, there's bishop on f2, but queen d7 is logical, maybe queen to a3 is also logical, queen to b4 is logical.
Queen to what? Here, queen e3. It's not.
No, b4, I meant b4.
Ah,
Queen to b4.
queen to b4. Yeah, queen to b4 makes
Oh,
what? Queen
did we-
d8. We're mated. No, we are too far away there.
Okay, I missed the
Yeah.
So
No, you
he
need to
should be
make
careful.
counterplay. Maybe queen d7.
Yeah, queen d7.
Attacking f7, sidestepping rook
yes,
g6.
Yes, I told.
But
yes.
it can go wrong quickly. Okay. But we expect that Gotham will do well here. He played such a nice game till now. Also good time management. Always had some time left, and now we see what is David doing. David is thinking. That's a bit surprising.
Oh, he will.
Well,
he
why
hold
he's going to exchange the queens? No, he moved the knight.
on. Oh, it's a draw. now.
That I don't like. Why to do this?
Maybe he's scared. I don't know. But
Why
after
is he going for the exchange of queens? That's a pity. That's a pity.
he will directly take on f2 or maybe f5, f2.
Yeah, I think now taking on f2, and the problem is it's playing for a draw like this, it can lead to some trouble. Because bishop d7, bishop c6, making pressure here. It's not such a comfortable thing, yeah? Okay, that's what they did. They took on f2 quickly, I guess.
Will we see a bishop d7?
I'm pretty sure bishop d7 would come.
Maybe knight d6.
Oh, why is he getting up?
He does this all the time. Yesterday he also did it.
In time trouble, yeah? He gets up.
I don't know. I don't
You see
understand.
bishop d7.
Yes.
Nice camera angle. And bishop d7 came. Just put it here.
We are watching the bishop now.
Yeah. We are like nice camera angle on the bishop. But I guess, yeah, in that time trouble somehow faded out quickly, so maybe it's a good time to see your game.
Yes.
So now, what can you tell us about your opponent? How was your preparation
So
for
I
him?
saw him playing a Sicilian Khan variation from like 1990s. I found his game on like 1991 or something. He played Sicilian Khan and he continued that variation for 35 years. So I saw that and I managed to prepare to that. There was Anish Giris, I think. Yes, I used his file to prepare like
His
after
course, yeah?
C4. Yeah, his course and after
1991. What is your age when?
like I born in 2009. So
2009. Yeah, so it's like, yeah. So you
Older
will
than
be
my
17
age.
this year, so it's more than double your age, yeah?
Yes.
Nice.
So,
Okay, so Sicilian Khan came,
yes, before.
and he has experience of a lifetime,
Yes.
one can easily say, yeah, with the Sicilian
Yeah.
Khan. And you chose c4. Okay,
Yes.
knight f6, knight c3, queen c7, and you're following the course of Anish Giri. You will tell us how long you were in the prep.
So after f4, like this is a new move from Anish Girin. Normally they don't have this. Instead they are going bishop e3, f3, and then continue to play positionally after b4, bishop b3, and no, maybe bishop e2, and then rook c1. Maybe planning to put some pressure on the pawn on b6. But I choose the line with f4.
Just to also put the pieces like what you said,
Yes.
to give a bit of a, because if knight comes to d7, let's say here some rook c1, and later maybe a4, e5, knight b3, knight a5, or b4. That is, let's say, the established old plan. I also had some games with this plan, but f4 is an interesting plan.
So another point I'm playing f4 was I saw him like I thought probably instead of f4 he saw the other position for like 1,000 times in his life probably. He will know it better than me. And after f4, what I saw in his games before was when like he thinks so much in some moves, and I thought if I can get him to a position that he doesn't know. Maybe he can think too much, and in Zeit not like with low time he always blunders and loses with low time. that's why I thought maybe I can gain some time from the opening and then continue, and I gained a time.
Yeah, there was probably, you saw in the preparation, he had one game where his opponent sacrificed the queen, yeah, against him in like one of the earlier rounds.
Yes.
It was a nice queen sacrifice, and yeah, he blundered also there, unfortunately, in time trouble to allow this queen sacrifice. Okay,
Queen
so
takes
bishop
F3,
d3, exactly, yeah. Bishop e7 and f5. So f5 is still the move, very aggressive, yeah.
Yeah.
e5, knight
e5
c2.
is not the best option, so he has the option to go d5, which I have a game with black. Line continues, f takes e6.
You have a game with black, yeah?
Yes.
So you're expert on this line, yeah? You played with white and black, yeah?
Yeah. So I went f takes e6 no, my opponent went f takes e6, d takes e4. He went bishop e2. I played, I think, knight c6, yes. So until here, the black played the best moves.
You played the best moves. You were black.
So he must have been gone for knight d5, but my opponent preferred to take on c6, and I managed to win the game afterwards. I don't remember exactly the moves, but it happened this summer. So we can go back to the game.
Nice. You're a huge expert. e5 not the best move, but
yes.
You went knight c2,
Leaving
and you are close 1 hour 20. Yeah, you already are almost 5 minutes up.
Yes, I told you I had 1 hour and 20 minutes. So
knight d7, bishop g5. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, you want to bring the knight to e3, and you're still in the preparation.
Yes. Instead of knight d7, I thought of bishop c1, bishop e7 in the opening, and it was giving bishop g5 and bishop e7, and then no, bishop e7, bishop g5, and knight d7.
And it will be transposition to your game.
Yeah, like I just read the plans after this. The plans were castling, knight e3, and putting more pressure on the game. But I'm not sure castling may be suspicious, but it can. I don't know. Let's
yeah, it's a good move here. Okay. h6, bishop h4, castle, and knight e3. Now rook e8, and now you went back bishop f2. Why you went? Why?
I was scared of knight takes e4 and also knight c5.
Okay, so let's say if king h1, knight e4.
Yes.
But knight e4 is never working with knight d5. Because their king is going out of the check. That was the point. So king h1, now knight d5 works. Double attack.
Oh, I missed this.
And if your king was still on g1, black would save himself with queen c5 check. But king h1 is sidestepping the check. So there's no threat of this, and I assume knight c5 is not working for similar reasons, because you would just take and go knight d5, and you establish this huge knight on d5.
So king h1 was...
King h1 was extremely clever move, yeah?
Yes, I missed that one.
Like, yeah. You made nicely, you found out what were the threats, like knight e4, knight c5, and now the next step would be to find a move like king h1 to parry those threats. I mean, the first step was really nice, that you were thinking, what can the opponent do? And now you needed to avoid it in a good way.
Okay.
So bishop f2.
Yes.
Knight c5 came, queen c2. You protect at least e4. Maybe your advantage is gone, but it's still like a normal position. Yeah. At least you have huge time advantage. Yeah. This you succeeded. Yes. I only see now that he is on 8 minutes.
Yes.
He's 8 minutes. Yeah,
also, can we check a line? Can we go back before castling? So I think he calculated this. I also calculated this so much. That's why before going to
take.
Yes, take.
Because you said you calculated so much, it has to be take.
Yeah. So I thought I will take it with the bishop.
Okay, and take here, I guess.
Bishop h4, maybe queen f3. I thought.
Okay, queen f3. So I take, or what?
What
were you calculating?
So
rook b8 or
rook b8 probably.
Okay.
Now taking on b7 maybe.
That looks also interesting.
Also, there's queen g4 maybe, knight b4, knight d5. Like I thought I had many. I did not go deeply because I thought he won't take on e4. If he would, I will just take it with the bishop and then start to calculate. But I checked if there is any threats, but then I saw at least I can take on b7 and then take on d6, and I can play that position at worst. But he castled, so I was a bit relaxed after he castled because I did not want to spend time calculating that line.
No, but I think it was a good practical decision that you decided knight e4, bishop e4, bishop h4, queen f3, and nothing concrete is happening to you, you're still for sure better. You have a couple of options to be better, and no need to calculate them before, but to be practical, make the move rather quickly, and then calculate later on. And also, let's say you knew that till here you were in theory, so you knew that you were following Giri. So after h6, basically, bishop h4 is the logical move, yeah. So it should still be good for you.
Maybe I thought of taking the f6, but I thought it is unnecessary for now because the black squares will weaken much more, and maybe he could have some counterplay on black squares, I thought.
Yeah, I agree. I like bishop h4 also more. I think it was a good move.
Okay, so bishop
You spent
f2
some
is a
good.
mistake.
I mean, you spent a lot of time, but you made a good decision. That was smart. So bishop f2. This one we spoke already. This I don't like that much.
That's nice. The queen c2 is
But
on
opponent is already in time trouble, and time is a huge factor.
Yes.
Because also, like we had this seminar today about time management, and this would be a perfect example that basically just spending too much time, and doesn't matter how good is the position later on, you will not have the enough time to make use of it.
Definitely.
So queen a8, knight d5, okay, and you take with the pawn. I thought you would take with the knight actually.
I thought I can win by taking it with the pawn, and if I get I definitely thought of e takes d5, queen b7, and bishop h4, which happened in the game.
Okay. That would be nice because
bishop h4 is a mistake.
But bishop h4 didn't happen in the game. You played rook d1.
Also. Yes.
But okay, bishop h4 is a mistake because you blundered this pawn, no?
After rook d1, I don't.
No. So here also not.
I take. I say yes. There is queen e4. This happened in the game.
Ooh,
2 moves after. I
queen
like
e4
this.
and
Yes.
that's a nice trick.
Yes,
So, but the problem is e4 first.
I saw this. I thought queen e2. Then what happens?
But can I not play now the same? If I take here?
No. Forget about the bishop h4. Let's continue with rook d1. I moved rook d1 just to protect d5. Okay.
Rook d1, and now
what was the move
e4.
instead of rook d1?
The move instead of rook d1 after queen b7 is knight e4. You need to stop this e4 idea.
Probably, but I thought I could gain a pawn by at some point I thought e4 pawn will hang, and then.
But even if, first of all, how will you take the e4 pawn? Let's say if e4 comes. You cannot take immediately because immediately there's bishop g5 discovery and you lose the exchange.
Yes, I saw this, but maybe after going to queen e2 and then.
So if you go with the queen to e2, then maybe it can continue. Just the dynamics are a bit like going against you here.
What if I take it with the bishop? Bishop d8?
Bishop d8 and what? This looks...
Queen d3 maybe?
Or queen... Can you... queen f3, this one. This one is also hanging.
Yes,
queen d3, knight g4, yeah? Yeah, but this is very concrete here.
Yeah, so...
That's also easy to miss, yeah?
Yes.
But anyway, I like knight d4 because you just stop this e4 move. And some position like this, I think it's just huge advantage because you can play on this side and you can also play on the other side. You have just full control over the board.
Yeah, you are right. I'm scared that I thought it could be a draw and I did not want a draw. I should not play it psychologically. I did it yesterday too. I rejected this draw for 3 times or something, and then I lost it even in a draw position. So maybe sometimes I should just accept the draw or just play the move that the position needs.
Yeah, this is the best thing what you can do is just play the move that you think is the best and you don't think about the result. It's easier said than done, but you should just not think about the result and just play the position if you manage to do that. That's the best thing that you can do. And in general also, if you're playing for win, it's important to have this, you play by attitude, but you don't reject let's say drawish moves, because you can still play for a win by continuing the game, by just keep it going and you try to win, but still play the best moves. If you try to play super aggressive, then it very often backfires. And sometimes also this let's say you have a better end game and you win half of the games and you make half of the games draws, it's quite a lot of points that you make.
Yeah.
And not a bad result against most of the opponents.
Yeah, so like I also rejected draw 2 times in the first game too, so so I will be more careful about
no,
the
but
position.
rejecting a draw, I think it's a good thing because it's just, you're here to play, you're here to improve, and you don't want to make draws, but still you just try to play the best moves, not think too much about the result, but still you reject draws, you continue games, but don't,
Okay.
but treat the position as the position should be treated.
Okay, thank you so much for your advice. I will try it in the next rounds.
So rook d8 came, and let's see what happened. Bishop h4, and now knight d5 he played, the same trick that I fell for.
Only thing, or like nearly the only purpose I'm going bishop h4 was maybe he could take on d5, and I thought if he does not, then if I can take the knight against the black bishop, then I thought I'm definitely winning, because the black bishop does not work at all. Like after knight e4, then I thought.
Yeah, it's a horrible piece on f6. You have a strong knight. That's exactly. It's a very good positional evaluation that this should be done.
Maybe knight e8 was the best move, or knight h5. I thought of knight h5, knight h5. h5 must be good.
Yeah, I like what you're saying. That I mean, knight e8 I think is a decent move. Or knight h5.
Knight h5.
Basically any knight move, or even knight g4. I mean, just move the knight.
Instead of, like against knight g4, I thought of queen g3, and if you take on h4, I thought of taking on g4. The c4 pawn is hanging.
Always your c4 pawn. With pawn on b3, everything would be different. Yeah?
Then maybe queen to e4 instead of g3.
Queen e4. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Then
because
what are you going?
h5 I don't want to. That was the suggestion of the computer. I dislike h5. Yeah, knight g4 is not a very practical move.
So knight h5, knight f4.
It's also important when you are analyzing that sometimes some things with computer, it's still nice to see what is the best move, but you have to understand some things you cannot play like the computer, and nobody can, and you need to make a move that makes sense. I mean, positionally you understand nicely that this bishop should be exchanged and not the knight. So moving the knight is correct, and probably knight h5 makes more sense with idea knight f4 than the other way.
Yes. I totally
and white should play bishop f2 probably back, yeah?
Yeah, my idea was that, and then I thought I can go my knight to e4 at some point, and then I would have more active position rather than him.
Yeah, but that was like a good practical decision, I think, to play bishop h4, because it's a nice move, it has a nice positional threat, and it invites a tactical mistake. But you're sort of playing for a trick without compromising your position.
So, like, I thought if he moves the knight somewhere, I thought I can go back with f2, and he would probably go back to f6. I missed knight g4, to be honest. I thought of queen g3 or queen e4, and then I thought the knight cannot go anywhere, so I will just exchange the knight with the bishop. Yeah. And if he goes knight e8, then I can take and go knight e4 maybe.
Yeah, but also you could go back bishop f2. It comes
so
just invite the
I have 20 minutes on the clock, so I thought if he moves the knight, then I have so much time to think.
You have some time to think, yeah. 20, it's not that much, because also you still have 16 moves to make. Yeah, you cannot be. I mean, it's much because your opponent is very low on time, but in general you need to be careful also. But knight d5, and now let's see what was the beautiful way you took with the knight. Bishop takes, and you've played queen e4. Attacking the bishop on h4, threatening knight f6 with the queen on p7 hanging, and the queen cannot protect the bishop. And he went king h8, probably being very unhappy with what he did. Yeah. Yes. And let's see how you converted. You played f6, a nice move. Rook c4 came. Rook c4, take on g7. Now also the rook on d8 is hanging. Yes.
I did not calculate that much after this, to be honest.
Took it, of course you don't have to, you change the queens, and he played for last trick that if you take his queen that he will get a new queen, but you were not confused by anything, you just take the pawn with check.
Even if I take the queen, it's probably winning.
Yeah, okay, but we don't want to think about these things. I mean, you just have rook and knight up, no need to do something, and and now finally he understood, he resigned. Congratulations, what a nice win. And
so first of all, thank you.
Are you going to play it today in the evening? This
Yes,
Blitz?
the Blitz. Yeah, I'm planning to play. Also, can you tell me what time it is, please?
I think it's 9:30, the Blitz, and at
No,
the
no.
moment it's 7 minutes to 8.
Okay,
So
thank you.
these two things, you know.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for coming over. Thank you for analyzing with us this game on First Board and sharing your insights on the player and on your game. Congratulations. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hope to have you here another time, and I wish you a good time in Bled.
You too. Have a nice evening, and thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you.